Hello friends, it's Astro here and welcome back to Shivery Timbers, where today we're going to start by doing this. Ready? Womp! Womp! And we should check it, we'll check it out from the other side of the city. Here we go. What's it look like for people over in the Central Business District? Whoop. When old Chirpex sends a rocket up into orbit. Let's check it out. Ooh, that big plume. And here she goes. Off into the night sky. Off into the auroras. I mean, I don't know if you'd be launching a rocket from this far north, but it sure is pretty. It sure is pretty, no matter which way you slice it. Off you go, guys. And gals. Enjoy your time in space. Godspeed. Right, now, speaking of Godspeed and things to do, I've noticed that there's two things today that I really want to address. The first thing is that there's a whole bunch of dead people about, and that's because we don't quite have a good enough coverage of, well, crematoriums. We can pop one here. Down here we might do with one. Just near this on-ramp? Sure, why not? And Whoopi Meadows is okay. San Andreas Shores is fine. Maybe we could have one up in the B here as well. On the roundabout, I'm not really thrilled about that. I kind of want it to be... How about here? Yeah? Yeah. Okay, great. That should do the trick. The second thing that I've been noticing is if we have a look at the roads selection here, and then let's just select this here section of Graham Street, which is one of the main inbound routes of the city. You'll see, look at all these lines that they come in from outside of the city, right, on the highway, and they come in here and then they feed all over the city centre, all the way down the ring road here. It's very busy. And then down here, people are using this road to get into this side of the city, which is great. You know, things are kind of working out the way that we want it to work out. But I kind of want to loosen the load on this a little bit. I want to just reduce how much is coming in via this one road, because this is a lot of traffic here. Like, if we look at this, there's a lot of traffic. If we look at this, there's a lot of traffic. A lot of traffic getting stuck in here. And this little hook here is real bad, with people trying to get into and out of the CBD. I mean, critically, it's mainly people getting out via this road, and then these people here getting stuck trying to go this way because of the traffic lights. At least yeah, that's definitely the case. So this whole link here is really not doing us, and it's not helping us any. Right? There's too much traffic that just gets all jibbered up trying to get into the city this way. So we're gonna have to fix that. We're gonna have to fix that. But the first thing I want to fix is this section here, as the balloon drifts majestically across the road. This little section here, and I think we can do that by putting in a new highway. And this kind of coincides with, you know, my, you guys know that I have a Patreon, right? Well, I figure that since I now have a new Patreon subscriber, patron, whatever the case may be, we've got a new one. Their name is Jeffer. And Jeffer has kindly joined the name in the game tier. So what I'm thinking of doing is doing a little bit of this, right? And then renaming this to the Jeffer Expressway. Blam. There you go. Jeffer, thank you very much for joining the Patreon community. Thank you very much for supporting me and throwing a few bucks my way. And in your honor, I'm going to do something that I think is going to help this town heaps. Right, so we're going to run a little highway that comes out like this, under the edge of the city, and we're going to have it here. We'll run it like alongside the... Why did that change? Why did that change there? Come on. We want to go this way, alongside the rockabout, and then around the edge of the river here, up to... I guess, let's see. I mean, up to about here. And then I want it to go sort of under Alf's Harbour, so that we can have people hopping on and off at Alf's Harbour. So I guess like there, and then next to the university, we're going to have an on-ramp and an off-ramp there. We're going to have another one back here somewhere, right? And then I think what we'll probably do is loop it out just at the back here, because there is a highway here. So I'm going to loop it out through here and then hook it onto that highway just like that, right? So either side of the radar dish there, or the satellite dish, or the radio telescope. Yeah, that's it. Deep Space Radar. We're going to have no, it's still called Young Tunnel. It's called the Jeffer Expressway. Thank you. Thank you kindly. And now, if we get ourselves into road mode, we'll grab ourselves an off-ramp here. If we go down one, then we... Yeah, okay, great. Then we can start doing things like, we're going to have an off-ramp here, and an on-ramp here. Just like this, 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 this. That'll do. There we go. On-ramp, off-ramp there. We're going to have one either side of the university, as I said. So we can have that come straight up, like this. And then we can have one that goes straight down here. Just like that. Very nice. And that should do the trick. And then up at Alf's Harbour here, there's this whole commercial district here that people are getting into and out of. So I figure if we pull one out of here, and then... How are we best placed? If we bring it up like that, and then around and loop it into there, there we go. So that way people can get off the highway, get into the bottom end of this this large commercial zone, and then from this side of the commercial zone and Alf's Harbour, we can then go down and hook in, go down there, and then hook on like that. Done. Excellent. Good. That should do the trick. So these people can get in and out. People coming and going from Alf's Harbour, that all the tourist traffic that goes to Alf's Harbour, they can now use this little ramp to get off, come straight down here and go fishing and do whatever it is they want to do. And in the Rockabout, I think we need one as well. So how are we going to achieve that? Let's see. Are we going to be able to just cut it straight out of here? And no, slope too steep. So we'll have to, I'll tell you what, we'll just cinch it back a little bit. We'll just, oh, we've moved the tree instead. That's fine. We'll just cinch it back just a little bit like this, just to give us a little bit more space to work with. There we go. That should do the trick. Just smooth it out a little bit. There we go. And then this guy can come up out of here, and then, oh, slope too steep. I really want this to be like that. Yeah, okay, that's not too bad. And then if we can have one coming this way and going down, that would be ideal. But it looks like that's going to be a little bit too much for it. What about if we pull one this way and go down into the center of the Rockabout? No, slope too steep there as well. How about out, down, and then loop it around, and there we go. The Rockabout now has connections to the freeway, so it provides us with an additional freeway link at the other end of the main boulevard here. Good. The only thing that's missing, critically, is if we get into landscaping, get into here, Alders? Yes, please. Oh, jeez, that's a bit much. Okay, hang on. Let's turn that off. Let's get a little bit more brushy. And we'll just brushy brush around the edges of this, and sort of cover that up and make it look so it's, you know, a little bit more pleasant. And around the back of these pumping stations too. Make them a little bit more hidden, tucked away. And there we have it. That is how the Rockabout connects to the outside world. Isn't that great? There you go. So Jeffer, I hope that works for you. I hope that looks good. Should we have... I think we should have it, actually, one more thing. Where did that road go? That way. Okay, so about here, I want to bring one out, down, and hook it on like that. And I've severed some power, so I'll reconnect that. I don't know if that power is strictly necessary now, but we may as well have it there anyway. Okay, so now, both directions of this highway, the Emerson Highway and the Davies Highway, they both now have the ability to get onto this freeway. And if we look into here, we should now be able to see. So if we select the expressway itself, oh, look at all these tourists. All right, there's none coming from that direction, or very few at this stage. There's a few trucks, which is interesting. They must be going to the commercial zone. And the pink ones are, what, city service vehicles? Okay, cool. So all of these purple ones are private vehicles, and they're delivering into these sections here, which is great. Into areas through the Militant B, which is excellent. They're all sort of going to be people going home, I assume. And then, you know, a few into Bob. Lovely. And then there's a couple of people, and these are probably all tourists, that are coming into the sales area and then down into Alf's Harbour. Good. Good, good, good. Okay, so that has taken a lot of the top end of traffic, top end of town traffic out of our way. This section here is now a little bit less dense, and it's just delivering to sort of these middle sections, and this one here should only be delivering, ooh, I want the road, there we go. Todd Bridge is now delivering into the main section of Caleton and Coleridge Heights. So how's that affected our actual traffic in that section? Not a super huge amount. Not a super huge amount, but it does look like it's a bit better. If we crank up the speed a little bit, it does seem that there's a lot of traffic bottlenecking down here as well, waiting to try and get onto the roundabout, which is, yeah. Look, roundabouts are great at shifting traffic early on, but dealing with very high volumes, it does tend to struggle a little bit. So maybe we're going to need to figure out another solution to get traffic out of this here section. Where are they all going? Let's see. A little bit of traffic management. Where are you guys going? You guys are going... Some are going out of the city, so that's fine. And a lot of them are going elsewhere in the city. So if we just select... Dink, 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 dink. Right? Just private vehicles. Well, they're going flipping everywhere, aren't they? A lot of them are going, I guess, home. Maybe they work down in this section, and then they're finding their way home down into the B. There's a couple that are going to the university, which is interesting, or into the main section of Caleton. But then there are still people that are coming and going. There are people coming in and then coming this way from out of the city. So I wonder, could we have just a cheeky little highway off-ramp into the top of this section? Might not be a bad idea. So if we grab one that goes from, like, just straight from here onto there. We will demolish a building, but that's fine. And then, hopefully, that'll help to alleviate traffic a little bit further. We should have an off-ramp here as well. So I guess, if I bring that this way, I kind of don't want to demolish two buildings. If I bring that this way, go down, and then tuck that out to here. This is just for people coming and going. Oh, poo, I've gone a little bit too far. Okay, this is just for people that are sort of coming and going in and out of the city, who need a little bit of quicker access to the freeway from this top end of town. And it's strictly for people that are coming from Davies Highway down this way. Congratulations, Alf's Harbour has reached level 3. We can do a camping site, a lookout tower, and a lean-to shelter. Oh, fabulous. Alf, that's good news. We get to pimp out two Patreon's areas in one day. Alright, hang on. So let me get this taken care of first, and then we'll go and have a look at that. So let's get into here, get into here. How's this going? Not a great deal of use yet. And how's this one going? Not a huge amount of use yet. In fact, yeah, basically nothing. Basically nothing. Which is a bit confusing. I would have expected, oh well, it's starting to pick up now. It's starting to pick up now. There's a few people that are starting to get off Davies Highway into the bottom end of this office and commercial zone at the bottom end of Caleton. Groovy. Okay. So hopefully that'll help And the Jeffrey Expressway over here, hopefully that'll do us some good work, and I can see people using it at the Rockabout here, which is excellent. Hopefully that'll make things a little bit snappier to get around. So let's have a look at Alf's Harbour. Alf, what do we got for you today? We've got, what is this? It's a nature reserve park, isn't it? We already got one of the viewing platforms, which is, I should have sat on the viewing platform to watch the rocket launch. Dang it. Alright, well that's where we'll be next time, I guarantee it. What can we do? We've got a couple of, like, fire pits and tents and things. We could probably squeeze in one of these big, lean-tos. Can we get that there? Oh, it has put a little, it's got a little bum on it. Which is, that's not great. But it's okay. There's a lookout tower, but I'm not sure if I'm really thrilled about that. And we've already got one of these guys, so that's fine. The viewing deck is a bit more in the style of this area. What's this? Happy Accident Park. Climbing frame number 1. Excellent. We can go and check that out. Oh, look. Aw. We got kayaks. Well, we've got the kayaks, but these folding chairs are kind of nice. Oh, I don't really want to brush that down. We can have a couple of those. What rotation is that? It's very difficult to see with the blue highlight on it. I think it's like this. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. It's a little sit-around spot for people to chill and relax next to the path here while people stroll back and forth. These guys are sitting outside of their tent, just chilling out, enjoying the lovely views of that horrible dippy road there, and I think I can hear, oh yeah, it's the balloons going by. I can hear it go, and the fireworks are going off. Spectacular. I'll tell you what though, if we have these options for Alf's Harbour, then we also have them for Sunset Park. And it means that we can get in to Sunset Park, and so we've already got a tent camping site. What's this? Camping site number 1. Oh, what do you look like? If we put one, where are we going to want one of these? We've got an existing camping site there, which is a tent camping site. So I reckon we'll have a normal one here, and then on the inside of this loop here, and then maybe we can have a tower there and a little tower there. There we go. Just adding little bits in here and there. And what does this actually look like? Well, it's very difficult to see. It's very difficult to see, but there's some lovely cabins and some outhouses down the bottom here, and then a nice fire pit in the center. Fantastic. God, that's a lovely asset. Excellent. All right, so that's Sunset Park pimped out as well. I guess the only other place that we need to pimp out is Happy Accident Park, which, what was it we got there? Is it a swing set or something? No, where is it? In here. Can someone get that phone, please? Thank you. City Park. And it was a climbing frame number 1. So this is going to have, like, seesaws and stuff, I guess? By the looks of it? Yeah, look. So if we pop that there, we have... Oh, poo. We've demolished the road. I wish I could control Z with stuff like that. Okay, let's get that just shifted slightly. And we'll pop this road back in. Pretty sure that it was this one. Ow. Let's go B. B? B. Huh, I can't bulldoze that. That's weird. Okay, well that's fine. I guess we'll go straight then? Yeah, that'll be fine. That looks alright. Alright, so there's our climbing frame. Well lit. Which is always quite nice. Makes it easy to see what's going on. So yeah, we do. We have a little swing set here. We've got some slippery slide things and a climbing sort of jungle gym thing going on. This is, in the middle, there's kind of like what looks like a sand pit, I guess. I'm not sure how much I really like the idea of having a sand pit there. And then there's a little seesaw there as well, which is fantastic. Good. Okay. Okay. Good. I'm happy with that. Okay. So, are there any other critical traffic hotspots we need to worry about? Let's zoom out and have a look. This is still a bit of a problem. And I'm not quite sure how to deal with that. With the, I mean, I suppose what I could do is extend this direction, right? And then bring it in and under the city this way. And then we can bring it under the loop road here, right? Because people are mainly getting off in Caleton. So if I bring that highway through around here, and then underneath this whole section, with off-ramps along the way, it should hopefully help deliver people a little bit better. And then I can bring it all the way out, and then deliver it back onto the highway here to reconnect it. That would make sense. I think that would work. But I think I'll do that next time. This time, I'm just gonna finalize by fixing up these two roads that I see are broken. Having a quick overview of the city. There appears to be some missing piping here, which is a bit strange. We'll just put a little bit of an extra bit there. Anything else? We've got some. This building here isn't heated because we haven't extended the hot water pipes, evidently. So that's fine. We can do that. Bring that down to here and here and here. Excellent. Anyone else not got warm? Happy Accident Park needs some heating, apparently. Because that's something that we have never needed to do before. So we can get in, do this. Dink. Oh, no. Oh, I see. I'm not even looking at the existing pipes that are there. I'm thinking that I have to deliver new ones instead. But that's fine. We'll just donk that like that. Is that everyone covered? Come on. Or is there a problem with this pipe? I think there might be a problem with this air. There's a little tiny nubbin left. There we go. So, everything in the park is now heated, including all of these and the swing set. It is flooding somehow. How? How did that... Was it me putting the pipe under there that just caused a little bit of a splooge of water that disrupted everything? Alright. And the rest of the city, I mean, I can't see any standout problems. We do seem to be having some troubles keeping the snow under control down here. So maybe if we get into here, and where is it? Road condition. Maybe we'll just have a little... I mean, I don't want this to be too close to a residential area, but we kind of need it. We're having trouble taking care of all the ice on the roads down here. Elsewhere in the city seems okay, but in this section, and a little bit in Whoopi Meadows as well. Yeah, we're just not quite keeping up. I guess because this one's full? Stored snow melts away. Oh, lovely. Alright, well maybe we can have another one here-ish as well. Yeah, no, it's not going to fit. Okay, great. Never mind then. Down here? Do we need one down here? We probably do. But I kind of don't want to just donk it onto the side of it. There's one there. There's, like, critically, there's one sort of dotted around each of the main sort of central areas. So it should theoretically be able to cover everything. And I shouldn't need to go jamming additional ones all over the shop. And I don't want to. I don't want to be adding them just for the sake of, oh, well, it looks like there might be a bit of a problem, donk it in. I've only just put that one down. I need to see how it goes before I worry about fluffing about too much. And road maintenance. Oh. Okay. Okay. That's interesting. There are a fairly large amount of roads that require a bit more maintenance. Because there's only... Where was the road maintenance depot? Coverage. There's one here that covers that area. There's nothing there. And then there's one here that covers this area, but I think they're probably a bit overloaded. So maybe we should pop in one here. And then that should cover down to there. We might have one here as well. There we go. And we've got one for San Andreas Shores, so that's taken care of. Good. Okay. That's slightly more logical coverage. So, yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. That should take care of things rather nicely. And there we go. As the lights start to come on and the snow starts to fall, we will bid you farewell today, friends, from the delightful frosty shores of Shivery Timbers. I do hope that you've enjoyed this episode and that you give it a thumbs up and tune in next time to see what else happens. And I'll see you then.